course you think I should follow? The old man smiled and looked at him. He said, follow the course of humanity. Very few takers, lots of opportunity. We need to learn the course of spirituality and humanity. So let's go to what happened in Philippines. It's about giving people hope. We walk into the island. We don't follow the media. The media follows us. Everybody went to Tacloban. The whole world's media went. We said we're not going there. We're going where people need us the most. We went to Palompon. And as we got there, the mayor meets our team. He said, you're the first team in the world. Africa. You're the first team in the world that has come to Palompon Island in the Philippines. Who says we don't have capability? And as we walked in, the entire island was silent. And I'm wondering, how can the island be silent? Yes, earthquakes happen, typhoons happen, tsunamis happen, but there's noise, there's movement and activity. The entire island was paralyzed because the main and the only hospital of the island was going to shut down. Where do you deliver the baby? Who sees to the children? Where do you get operations? How do you sit emergencies? They had a valid point. They were totally broken. We put our teams to work. In less than 72 hours, we repaired 1,000 square meters of the roof, fixed the windows, the doors, the medical equipment, and put that entire hospital back to function in less than 72 hours. The entire island started knocking hammers and nails all over. They said, if you can do it as a foreigner, why can't we do it? Giving people hope, faith, and spirituality. When the doctors came to the hospital, they said they were not paid for 3 months. The nurses were not paid for 3 months. Disaster intervention has to be effective, decisive, and on the spot. We paid the doctors. We paid the nurses. We provided food for the doctors, the nurses, and the patients. And within 24 hours, those nurses came to work with a white uniform, spotless iron, and smiled from 7:30 to 4:30. Psychologically and emotionally, we are woken up the entire spirituality in that being because of your honesty, your integrity, and your service. In 2005, there was a famine in Niger. Those from the African continent will know that. And as we walked in, what the drought didn't kill, the locusts ate up. The governor said the medical team is here from South Africa. The people came. There was something unique about this nation. They don't see the spirituality of our nation, of our continent. They don't see the dignity of our continent. They steal our resources. They make us look stupid. They donate our own resources back to us and make it look like they're giving us charity. We need to open our minds and beat the system. You see, when we got there, the people came. No doctors, disease, infection. And they came, no adult male came. No teenager came. No big kid came. Only small kids came, 5 and under. The mother that brought the child didn't ask for help. I couldn't understand this. How is this possible? We here, why don't you want help? We realized we couldn't grow to the numbers, there were too many of them. So we triaged. We walked through the crowds. We pointed to the child and said, your child is okay, you can leave. They understood the language of the heart and they walked out without asking for service. How is this possible? Are people so docile? I tried it in number 2 and number 5. My teams tried it and the same thing happened. They smiled and they walked out. Couldn't understand that. That evening, I have a policy that all the teams, the media, government, whoever sits with me, my teams, we sit together and we analyze the situation every night during debrief. Tola Sizwe Simalana used to work with SABC Radio at that time. Says, Dr. Solomon, I want to go first. In the village of Tilaberi, when I went across, 3 to 5 children were dying a day in Niger because of starvation and drought and famine. I said, stop. You just answered my question. He said, what do you mean? No adult male came. No teenager came. No big kid came. No mother took help. The people walked out of the queue. You know why? They made the ultimate sacrifice. They knew that their child may only die in 7 days. Their child will not die today. Today, my neighbor's child is going to die. So today, I'll make the sacrifice and I won't let my kid be seen. In 7 days, my child may be dead, but today, my child is alive. While we talk about technology, markets, shares, growth, development, have we forgotten those people? The people of real faith who are dependent on us to hold their hand and bring them up. When we gave food passes in the stadium, it ran out. And they walked in the queue. They didn't fight. They didn't burn. They didn't shout. They just put their head down and they walked out. And those people who received, what did they do? They shared. They stopped. My brother, my sister, bring your bowl. Let me put it for you in the bowl and let's share. How much are we in the wealthy market ready to share? Or we just want to make and make and make without sharing? You see, we have a teaching. What you don't spend is not yours. So I give 2 billion to each of you today. You're going to be very, very happy. I'm going to ask you one question. How many lifetimes are you going to live to spend that money? You want to taste the joy of spirituality and uplifting your soul? Try sharing. I'm not saying you don't share. I'm giving a general principle about holding each other's hands and standing up. I'm going to finish off to say where my teachings come from. You see, on the 6th of August, 1992, I met a spiritual teacher in Istanbul, in a place, and the order called the Halveti Jarahi Sufi Order of Istanbul. That night, after ceremony, the spiritual teacher looked me in the eye, in fluent Turkish, and I don't speak a word of Turkish. He looked at me and he looked upwards at the same time. He said, "My son, I'm not asking you, I'm instructing you to form an organization." He spoke in Turkish. I don't understand Turkish. I understood every word that he said in Turkish that night. That is the power of spirituality. He gave the name. When the spiritual teacher gives the name, there's power in the name. The name will be Waqful Waqifin. Translated, gift of the givers. You will serve all people, of all races, all religions, all colors, all classes, all cultures, of any geographical location and of any political affiliation, but you will serve them unconditionally. You will expect nothing in return, not even a thank you. This is an instruction for you for the rest of your life. I was 30 years old. Serve people with love, kindness, compassion, and mercy. And remember, the dignity of man is foremost. The people of Niger, the people of the continent, the people everywhere of South Africa, the dignity of man is foremost. If somebody's down, don't push them down further. Hold their hand, elevate them, wipe the tear of a grieving child, caress the head of an orphan, say words of good counsel to a widow. These things are free, they don't cost anything. Clothe the naked, feed the hungry, provide water to the thirsty. And in everything you do, be the best at what you do. Not because of ego, but because you're dealing with human life, human emotion, and human suffering. My son, remember that whatever you do is done through you and not by you. I asked him, how come when you speak Turkish I understand, and other people speak Turkish, I don't understand? He said, my son, when the hearts connect and the souls connect, the words become understandable. I asked him, what exactly am I supposed to do? I'm a doctor. I got 3 practices in a place called Pietermaritzburg in South Africa. He told me one line, you will know. For 32 years, I do know what to do, what not to touch, what to touch. Ladies and gentlemen, congratulations to all the awardees, to CNBC, to Rakesh, to family, everybody involved here. Thank you very much. 4 important qualities to remember to fix our country, to fix our world, and to fix humanity. Spirituality, morality, values, and ethics in our lives, in our businesses, in our government, in our society. Thank you very much.